He's saying that, these people, they already have everything. They don't want anything. This total control over everyone is not they're not doing it to try to get to another step or do something else. The total control is that they have nothing else. They already have everything else in the world. They have all the money, all the property. They have nothing. The only way they can make them more, farther up than us, because they can't go up any further. They're already at the top. The only thing they can do is push us further down into the ground to separate them from us more. Okay? That's what the whole thing is for.
Today, symptoms of a surveillance society continue to grow, as irrational fears of invisible enemies, coupled with rising economic instability, spread across the globe. It is under this guise of security that we can foreshadow a world where everyone is tracked, everyone is on camera, and everyone is subordinated. The most incredible aspect of all. Such totalitarianism would likely not be forced upon the people, rather the people will demand it. The most incredible aspect of all. Such totalitarianism would likely not be forced upon the people, rather the people will demand it. The most incredible aspect of all. Such totalitarianism would likely not be forced upon the people, rather the people will demand it. For the social manipulation of society through the generation of fear and division has completely inhibited the culture. Religion, race, wealth, class, and every other form of arbitrary separatist identification and thus conceit has served to create a controlled population, utterly malleable in the hands of the few. Divide and conquer is the motto, and as long as people continue to see themselves as separate from everything else, they lend themselves to being completely enslaved. However, if the people ever realize the truth of their relationship to nature, and the truth of their personal power to effect change, the entire manufactured zeitgeist that's preyed upon would collapse like a house of cards.
See, the only way that they win is if they make us think that we're all in different boxes, okay? And they divide us with different flags, LGBT, BLM, skin color, gender. They want to separate us all into different boxes and divide us. Because then there's so few of them compared to us. How do they keep control over us? That's how. See, in their minds, there's only two boxes. Them that have royal blood, the elites, and those that don't have the royal blood, the commoner dirt piece of garbage, human, not even human to them. These people don't even think of us as human. So if we did the same thing and we put us all, like all the Americans, race has been defined as you live in the same region, the same language, the same government, then you're the same race, like the German race, the French race. We are one race, the American race, man, okay? All right? So, I'm saying, we live in the same region, the same language, the same government. We are white, black, whatever. We're all one race, the U.S. American race, right? And what's funny is a white guy came up with the idea that race should be, and it's pretty recent compared to the thousands of years that humanity has been around. Saying race was the definition I gave. This new definition came up by some racist white guy saying that we're all different, different races based on our skin color. Nobody has ever said that before. That's like saying we're different races because of our eye color or our hair color. It makes no sense, but as long as you cling on to that, you'll never put us all into one box.
The whole system that we live in drills into us that we're powerless, that we're weak, that our society is evil, that it's private, etc., and so forth. It's all a big fat lie. We are powerful, beautiful, extraordinary. There is no reason why we cannot understand who we truly are, where we are going. There is no reason why the average individual cannot be fully empowered. We are incredibly powerful beings.
Now, in our culture, we've been trained for individual differences to stand out. So you look at each person, immediately it is brighter, dumber, older, younger, richer, poorer, and we make all these dimensional distinctions, put them in categories and treat them that way. And we get so that we only see others as separate from ourselves in the ways in which they're separate. And one of the dramatic characteristics of experience is being with another person and suddenly seeing the ways in which they are like you, not different from you.
See, that's why they like identity politics or this identity thing, because they want you to think your whole identity is different from everyone else. They want us to divide us up, put us into individual boxes now. That's the, they wanted to put us in groups of skin color and gender and this and that. Now they're going to put us all in our individual boxes with this identity crap, and being racist like that, instead of just not being racist and putting us all in the same box. We all got 2 arms, we all got 2 legs, we all got 2 eyes, we all look exactly alike. Why can't you see how we're all exactly the same?
And experiencing the fact that that which is essence in you and which is essence in me is indeed one. The understanding that there is no other. It is all one. And I wasn't born Richard Albert, I was just born as a human being. And then I learned this whole business of who I am and whether I'm good or bad or achieving or not. All that's learned along the way.
Recognizes that an organism at war with itself is doomed.
Bill Hicks used to finish his shows with this. Life's like a ride in an amusement park. And when you go on it, you think it's real,
because that's how powerful our minds are. And the ride goes up and down and round and round. It has thrills and chills, and it's very brightly colored.
And it's very loud, and it's fun for a while. Some have been on the ride for a long time, and they begin to question,
is this real, or is this just a ride? And other people have remembered, and they come back to us, and they say, hey, don't worry.
Don't be afraid ever, because this is just a ride. And we kill those people. Shut him up, I've got a lot invested in this ride. Shut him up!
Look at my furrows of worry. Look at my big bank account.
My family, this has to be real. It's just a ride.
But we'll kill those good guys who try and tell us that. You ever notice that? And let the demons run amok?
But it doesn't matter, because it's just a ride, and we can change it anytime we want.
It's only a choice. No effort, no work, no job,
no savings of money. Just a choice right now between fear and love.
Now, I want you to see here, at the top, there's no Republicans and Democrats. They're the same people, man, controlling each whatever. But they have a main agenda. Then at the bottom, they got different agendas, or a different way of getting the same result, which is money and taking our freedoms. But they just do it in a different way. But look at how they brainwash the bottom people, like the peons, me and you, just a Joe Blow out there, right? You know how the left, you can't say anything bad about Biden or they're just gods to these people. It's like a religion. They're so brainwashed that all they can do is call you names and never rebuttal anything. And Republicans have been saying, look at how they are. Look at they just, they won't, because the Republicans have had facts but now they don't have facts, okay? And so what do? They're just as brainwashed. They put Trump up. This is the new TDS. There's also a TDS with the left where they say he's racist and he's going to destroy the economy and all this other BS. But there's another TDS now, and that's for the Republicans, where they put him on a pedestal. Now he's a god. Now it's a religion almost, where they can have no conversation about anything, and I want you to show, here he goes. I'll read it in case it isn't coming up on the camera good. He says, his post under my part 9 of this video series is BS, 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 BS. I write him back, wow, you are so articulate. That is what people say when they have no real rebuttal. So I'm thinking he's going to give me a real rebuttal now. Nope. He writes back, nope, that's what I say when people lie about Trump. This man is bringing America to the original Constitution. Not that you'd appreciate any of this. So rattle your lies, and when all is said and done, America will be great again, and low-life liars will be eating their own words. Have patience, Mr. Hater, and you will see how wrong you are. Now keep in mind, several times in different videos of this it's going to be 10 videos series, I said many times, Trump is going to fix the economy, he's going to fix the border, he's going to fix the gender theory, he's going to fix a whole bunch of crap and make us all rich, okay? I said that many times, okay? But he's saying that he's going to do the same thing. We're agreeing, basically. So I write back, seriously, you sound exactly like the left. You are a woke Democrat, ? You obviously did not watch any of my videos except part 9, and I doubt you even watched all part 9. How do I know? Answer, because I said many, many, many times that Trump is going to save us from the border and grow the economy and do everything right except one thing. A MAGA person would watch all 10 parts with an open mind, and then after that would come back with an articulate, well thought out rebuttal. But you did exactly like the woke Democrats do. So I ask again, are you a woke Democrat? ? Because your rebuttal, just like a woke Democrat, is just like a woke Democrat. You never watch the videos, but you know I am wrong. And then I laugh out loud or whatever. And then I write another one saying, just a PS, I am MAGA, more MAGA than you, obviously. Because when I disagree with the video, I watch it. Then so anyways, he writes back, oh, and also I had another one, because I thought of a good question. I thought of a good question for you. Because I'm thinking, okay, well, I'll give him an exact thing. We're just arguing about nothing, really. Let's pin him down to an exact subject, you know what I mean? So I said, good question for you. Before Biden, the national debt was $16 trillion. It took 240 years to get to that high. That's like 45 presidents. But when one president, Biden, added another $8 trillion, and Trump added another $8 trillion. In 8 years, those two presidents doubled the national debt. It took 240 years to get that high. And now Trump is spending another $3 trillion to our debt. Are you saying you have no concerns about the fact that Trump added more to the national debt than Biden? That's a good question, man. I mean, if the most evilest person in the world, which is Joe Biden, the worst president, destroyed everything, if he spent $8 trillion and Trump did worse than him, he's up to $11 trillion now. And you have no concerns that he's doing an evil act more evil than Biden did. Because Biden doing $8 trillion was evil. But $11 trillion? After he did $8 trillion? That's more evil. Okay. So he writes back, if you were MAGA, you wouldn't be calling him a traitor. See, again, he doesn't even know what the argument is. You know nothing of, and you just proved it. If you think you could do a better job, run for president and win like Trump. You are a mad little troll that wants his vote back. And again, many times during this video, more than one video, many videos in this 10-part series, I said many times I would never take my vote back. We had to vote for Trump. He's going to fix everything, but he's going to do this one thing that's going to screw us all. But I said you couldn't. What was the alternative? Biden? Jesus, I'd rather have the devil than Biden. Christ. So Trump is the man, and all this crap you're spitting out, it's pure ignorance. You don't know what's going on. Run for office and change things. Don't sit here and gripe and complain Trump's not doing what I want. Waha, boo-hoo, blah, 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 blow tissue. Okay, so again, and see what I'm saying? They changed the subject. They try to change it to something that we both agree on, just like abortion. No one wants to ban abortion. They might want to ban most of